How's it going, everybody? This is Put It On Mute podcast with Mike and Ollie.
What's up?
I fucking hate you. I saw you pick up the soda. I'm like, God damn it, he's gonna do this fucking soda thing.
I would never do the
what
soda
the fuck?
thing.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. It's the stupid...
Do we have to turn off the fucking TV, Mike?
Yes, we do. Dude, I'm so distracted.
Okay, actually, but what the fuck is that?
I don't know. Nailed it.
Nailed it? I don't know
Netflix
what that image is.
Okay, so the problem is Netflix just writes and produces the most
Infinite
dog shit,
shows.
shitty
There's so many shows.
And you get shit like nailed it.
Nailed it.
So
is it cake?
Dude, I hate the commercial for Is It Cake. It makes me absolutely
But
insane.
is it cake though?
I don't know. No.
You'll never believe it.
I think 50% of the time it's cake and 50% of the time it's not cake.
What if 100% of the time it is cake?
That'd be a terrible show.
It is actually, it is cake.
What? It was cake again?
What is cake every time? Wait, guys, I have a cake. Is it cake? It is! What?
That's pretty funny. Like, literally the whole show is like, maybe this time.
Oh, maybe this time.
Maybe this time.
Oh, it's
Delayed
cake.
gratification.
It's cake.
But it's just cake every time.
It's cake.
The end of the show goes, we actually just wanted to show you cakes.
True. I mean, some of those cakes look really fucking cool.
Yeah, but they're just cake.
It's not interesting enough for a whole entire fucking TV show.
No,
it's like maybe I saw a picture of it for 1 microsecond. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the ones that are like meme things that are like, is it cake? And it's like a little baby's head that they're cutting into with a knife. And it's like, it's not cake! And they're killing him, the little baby.
Yeah, I love it when they kill the babies.
My sunburn hurts so bad. I gotta stop slapping.
Stop being burnt.
Yeah, true. I do gotta stop being burnt. I'm too pasty.
Yes.
Anyway, let's get into some topics. We got a good topic I think we're gonna start with. We got the... we're gonna be reviewing some of the Am I the Assholes?
Reviewing?
Yeah. I'll do the review. We're going to do some Am I the Asshole reviews and to really get the Mike and Ollie stamp of approval. Even though we'll probably disagree on some of these.
Depends which ones they are.
Yeah. We'll put our stamp of approval of whether or not, we'll really lock it down if you're the asshole or not.
I'm very good at figuring out who, as a professional asshole, I can spot them.
Yeah, correct. You should do Am I the Asshole and then just write your memoir.
True.
And then that would be a good one. I don't know. Can you write a memoir if you're not dead? It's a bibliography at that point, right?
What?
What?
Okay, that's definitely not a bibliography. You're thinking of
a bibliography is what somebody writes about you. A memoir is what you write yourself.
You're still wrong.
What's a bibliography?
A bibliography is like a compilation of what you've read, I think.
You're
like,
right. You're so right. I haven't been to school in a long time.
Thinking of a biography.
Yes, I am thinking.
And an autobiography.
Yeah, I am. I literally am. Bibliography.
Oh, the bibliography.
Yeah, okay. Annotated bibliographies.
Yeah. I had to do that.
Yeah. Okay. But we're not doing that.
We're not doing an annotated bibliography on the podcast?
No,
what the hell?
We're not. But we are going to do Am I the Asshole? Okay. Sorted by most controversial.
Because that's epic.
Because who cares what's funny, We want the shit that's juicy.
Who cares what's funny? Huh?
Yeah, because the top ones are always like, obviously the guy's the asshole,
The guy?
Oh, whatever. The person in the post.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The op. The person in the post is usually the asshole on the ones that are on the top because it's so, they're so delusional to their situation.
Yeah, some people...
And people are like, the comments, it's so well liked because they're so delusional.
Although it is on Reddit, so you do have to be careful. Because sometimes you get those Redditors that are insane people.
Okay,
which
so
are insane Redditor. Yeah. Insane Redditor people. It's like I've seen some of these that is fucking insane, and it's just like someone.
You've been on this subreddit before? I haven't.
I've watched people watch it because it's entertaining, but I don't go on it myself because I'm not retarded.
I've seen the YouTube shorts and the TikTok clips of people.
But sometimes going in the comments and reading those is insane. It's like the post is like someone's like you're bringing your kids over to your fucking sister's house or something, and she freaks out at them, and it's like the people in the comment, or they're at your house and they tell your kids no, they can't have this thing or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, well, it's your house, your rules. Cut that person out of your life immediately. Never talk to them again. Move, destroy every relations you have with every person you've ever known. It's like, what are you fucking saying?
The
you
comments section
do that.
on Reddit is incredibly cursed and horrible. So I agree. We're gonna. Well, obviously, we'll read.
We got to read some of these comments because those people need to be put to death.
I think before we go to the what we'll do is we'll read the post. We'll we'll gain our own our insights on it, and then we'll hop into the comments, see if they change our things, and then we'll read the top 3.
Yeah, true. Sometimes there's an aspect you haven't thought about.
Right. Okay. So the first one we're going to start out with is, am I the asshole for wanting my girlfriend to be healthier?
Probably.
Labeled by the Redditors. I won't tell you what it's labeled, and we'll see. I'll have some inside knowledge here.
He's got some inside knowledge.
But I'm not easily swayed by Redditors.
I'm not either. I actually hate them.
Yeah, but if anyone was going to be, it's probably you.
Okay. I guess
if anyone was going to be a Redditor.
What?
Of me or you, it's
Why?
you. Because you're crazy.
Row.
All right. So first of all, cringe because it says throwaway account because girlfriend is a Redditor.
All of them are a fucking throwaway account. Every single one is like throwaway account. My girlfriend made Reddit. It's like okay.
Throwaway account. My girlfriend is Elon Musk. She will see every
she'll
post.
see every post. It's like okay.
Okay. I am 26-year-old male. Have a GF 22-year-old female. She's a little chubby, and I always nag her to go to the gym and lose weight.
Cringe.
Yep. She's on her last year in college and doing 2 internships, and she says she doesn't have the energy to work out, but I think that's bullshit. She just doesn't want to.
Okay, no, this person's one. So far, I don't know what other context you could add. This person sucks.
Oh, no, really, they do. First of all, 2 internships? I didn't even do 1
Holy shit.
in college. And
She's fucking busting her ass off.
She doesn't have the energy to work out. I don't have the energy to work out after doing nothing all day at work. I
don't have the energy to work out. And I don't do anything ever.
So far, you can already tell where this is going to go. All right, after months of me insisting, she started taking walks to exercise, in quotations. But frankly, that's barely a workout, and I told her she should do more if she wanted to achieve a healthier body.
What the fuck?
She got upset at me for not supporting her, also in quotation marks. But I was just being honest. Okay, after the second paragraph, it just gets worse. This guy is...
No, it's not great.
Yeah, this guy is... has issues.
So, wanting your girlfriend to lose weight is, I guess, fine, but being
yeah.
The want is probably fine, but still kind of, in a gray area.
There's a very specific way to go about trying to make your significant other healthier.
Yeah.
And that's, you ask them, or first of all, it makes total sense, right? You can totally have the opinion that you want your significant other to look a certain way. That's
sure.
Especially if they look different than the way when you first
that's
got
fine.
together with them.
But
first of all, it's super unrealistic to say that you're going to stay the same shape and the same looking because you're literally aging. Mm-hmm. You're a fucking human being who's going to age.
Uh-huh.
So staying in the same proportions for your entire life is impossible, and that's why this guy. First of all, this guy's super shallow.
He's being a dickhead.
Yeah. Another thing that's really cringe about this is that every time that you can obviously tell that she's talking, he puts air quotes around it, as if it's he's totally demeaning what she's trying to say, supporting her.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, dude, you're literally
not supporting her. She even went to start exercising, doing walks and shit, and he's like, not good enough.
True. This is also kind of cringe. They have
cringe as fuck.
They have a Reddit couple. I'm going back to the throwaway account part.
Reddit couple.
They both have the Reddit. Are they following each other on Reddit? Do they
Yeah, I don't know.
Send each other? Can you send each other memes on Reddit?
I don't know. I don't use Reddit.
Yeah, I don't use Reddit either, except for X-Wing. So I don't know.
Yeah,
enough about.
It's nice for niche problems in games that
Correct.
I don't know the rules.
I agree.
That's it.
All right, this is the biggest
paragraph. This one's so easy actually.
Yeah, I know.
I like the ones that are not easy.
I like this one though because this guy is again completely delusional. Mm-hmm. All right, this week we were chatting on Discord. Okay, cringe.
My Discord kitten's a little chubby.
She needs to lose some weight after her 2 internships. And we told her again that she should start working out. Okay, so now he's got a workout buddy. And we told her again that she should start working out and get into better shape. She again gave the I don't have the energy excuse and left the call. Okay, I would do the same thing if everybody in the call was telling me that I should go lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Left the call when we told her she was just being lazy and could do it if she really wanted to. This friend and I both work out from home. It's all a matter of willpower.
Damn, what?
Her friends later messaged me to say I was being an asshole and need to stop trying to mold my girlfriend into whatever. Oh my god, the quotes are really cringe. Into what I want, but I just want what's best for her.
Is this a real person?
It's probably AI generated.
There's no way there's a real man that's doing it.
My girlfriend is now mad at me and now not answering.
Oh, why is you mad at me?
And I think it's her friend's fault for talking crap. But
my brother in Christ, you're the one talking the crap.
Is he the asshole?
100%. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind. There's not even 1% that he's not the asshole in this situation. Sometimes, some of the situations, they're both the asshole. No, it's just this guy, actually.
Yeah. Imagine recruiting your friends into hey, buddy, hop in this Discord call with me and my girlfriend right now. We got a motivator.
The only person in the entire story that's in the wrong is this guy.
Yeah, no, that's incredibly cringe. Holy shit.
It's insane.
Okay, top comment. You're the asshole.
100%. There's no way he's not.
The only weight she needs to lose is you.
True.
That's so good.
What did Reddit decide? I'm assuming they just...
Reddit decided he is the asshole.
Okay, that's good. Sometimes they're insane and they pick the wrong one.
Yeah, no,
that one's clear cut. There's no other option.
Yeah, that one was easy. This is obviously he's the asshole. That's a goated comment, by the way.
That's a pretty good comment. Some of the comments go hard.
Some of them do go
Some of them are really cringe and make me want to live less.
Also, the next one, I really like the next comment.
Mm-hmm.
You are the asshole. Just break up with her and find someone skinnier if it's so important.
Can you find someone in there who is on his side?
I'll look. No.
If it's possible.
No.
If it's even possible to find someone.
No.
You might be able to sort. I think.
So I can't sort by you're the app. I probably could if I was on my computer.
Yeah, you can on the computer. I don't know if you can on the app.
Oh, this one is good. You are a massive asshole. That's the only thing in the comment.
True. I mean,
true. Hey, this is what you said. I refuse to believe this is a real thing that a real person did and then came here to ask.
Like, you're literally just calling yourself out. There's no way that a real person did that.
No, unless you're... But the thing is, by his language, he's so conceited.
Ugh.
He's so incredibly conceited.
Yeah.
Every time that she disagrees with him, it's air quoted. Which I mean, maybe it's for the point of conversation, maybe to know that it's not.
No,
him
it's
talking.
not. It's that he's undermining everything
correct.
She's saying.
I agree, and I think that I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
No,
but
don't give him that.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't need that.
I really like the part how it says my girlfriend is now mad at me at the end. Like, really? She's mad at you because you said she was fat.
Well, you said she was fat and needs to work out more, even though she has no energy to do anything. She has 2 internships.
I want to know what this guy's job is. This 26.
He didn't say that what he does.
Yeah,
what does this guy have to?
He works out from home.
He works out. Oh, true. He does have. It is a matter.
Calls.
That's true. He's in them Discord calls, full of willpower, ready to go.
It's so cringe.
That one is cringe.
But also, to be fair, like, I understand. I mean, I don't understand. But like, if he obviously has like physical beauty obviously matters a lot to this guy.
Yeah. And I mean, to an extent, if you're not attracted to your partner, it makes the relationship harder. I would say, but I don't. He's just being a dickhead.
I think to give this guy a better argument, if he was actually trying to argue this, he would say like how long they've been in the relationship for, and maybe give some better examples rather than that he works out and that he has the time. Like, everyone's situation is different, and he just basically went, I could do it, why can't she?
Well, the thing is, even in it, she seemed like she was working with him.
Yeah, she literally...
He didn't like that she wasn't, like, fucking taking up an insane workout regimen instantly burning off all the fat.
It's also cringe, after months of me insisting, she starts doing walks, and then... so he's saying basically months of what he was trying to do, and then right after they're saying, actually, but that's barely a workout, so even if she did, it wouldn't matter anyway.
Yeah. So,
like, what does he want? He wants her to become like a CrossFit athlete?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, very, very asshole-ish, very cringe. That's definitely...
easy peasy. Give me a hard one. Give me a harder one.
So all the one on controversial are all... So I'm doing a double check right here. They're all labeled asshole.
Yeah, well, I think they don't know what controversial means, and they just think these are bad people.
Okay, so I won't sort by controversial.
Because controversial means there's controversy in what it could be. New could be good. Sometimes they get deleted, because if it's a real person doing it, and they realize, wait, I am the asshole, shit, and they delete it. That happens.
I'm going to check the...
Some of them are also faked, because they just make shit up, but they're still fun to entertain, the idea.
What is it? What is it? ESH.
ESH?
Yeah, that's what it's been labeled. I don't know what that
everyone's the asshole.
Oh.
ESH?
Okay.
I don't know. I know that's one of the options. I don't know.
Actually, new is so cringe. Oh my god. Like, they're so obviously fake. Like, the one is, I really wish my son died in childbirth. Like, that's so stupid. Like, no you don't.
I wish my son died in childbirth?
Yeah. Like, that's obviously not real.
That's probably... Yeah, the thing is, what if it is, though? Oh, what if it is, though?
Gotta be fake. Okay. That one's obviously fake and horrible.
I want to kill my wife and her 3 kids.
Yeah. Okay. right.
Am I the asshole?
This one's got a lot of them, so let's go. Okay, so it's, am I the asshole for telling my son to suck it up and deal with seeing his bully's twin?
What?
Yeah, okay.
The fuck does that even mean?
I have no idea, so that's why I wanted to do this.
Okay.
Seeing his bully's twin. So I'm guessing, just from reading it, he has like PTSD from the bully, and
they move somewhere and there's another bully that's like the same?
Or no,
or the bully has a twin?
The bully has a twin. I'm thinking it's that
the bully's twin isn't mean to him?
Correct. I don't know yet.
I don't know. We gotta see.
Let's hop in. My son, Alex, was bullied in middle school. He was the shy, nerdy kid that was a pretty easy target for people. So
Get fucked, Alex.
Okay, yeah. So every kid that... Shut up. One of his bullies was named Ryan. I don't care about his name. He had a twin name.
Just makes it easier to label him.
Okay, this actually matters. He was a kid named Ryan, and he had a twin named Rebecca. So first of all, different gendered twin that the kid has I'm guessing has PTSD from the male twin.
Probably.
Ryan was a pain in the ass for basically everyone in the school.
Fair.
So not targeted either. When high school came around, most people chose the private high school or the public one, and people split up. Ryan went to the public school while my son went to the private one. My older son went to the public one also. I let them choose which one. He is a junior while my youngest is a sophomore. Ever since Alex went to high school, he really came out of his shell, and the bullying completely stopped. So basically, he stopped being a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
And he stopped getting...
Did Alex go to the private or the public?
Alex went to the private.
Okay.
The new school really helped. My oldest started to date Rebecca, and she is a nice girl. Oh. So, okay. The problem is Alex refuses to go anywhere near Rebecca. It came to a head today when we were going to the picnic Okay.
You know, the picnic.
The picnic, and Rebecca was invited. The moment Alex heard he refused to get in the car, I finally had enough and told him to basically suck it up and deal with seeing Rebecca. That she is not Ryan, and that he has confirmed that she never did anything.
No.
We argued and I left him at home for the picnic. My wife thinks I'm being too harsh, but I think it is ridiculous for him to refuse to be near someone that didn't do anything wrong and is only related to Ryan. And that is it.
Okay.
Is the dad the asshole for telling his kid to suck it up? No.
I'm going to say he could have gone about it better.
No. I think when your kid does something that stupid, you need to...
I think
your kid is literally okay. That's basically like saying, I don't like you, right? So that means now, anytime I see any one of your family, I refuse to go anywhere near it.
The thing is it's not just it doesn't make sense to a rational mind. But the kid obviously has some trauma and some mental health issues about it.
Okay,
that's why
so
you got to think about it. It makes more sense that like the kid. It's something the kid has to face and like figure out. The kid's not in the right for not wanting to go. He's just being he is being a bitch about it. Yeah. But like
that's why he needs to suck it up.
Not justifiably so, but I understand.
I mean, I guess
it a
you
little
could
bit
do
more,
like the parenting where you go, it's okay, Ryan, you don't have to go, but maybe we should set up a play date for you guys to talk about it. Like you could do that, or you could just say, it's literally a girl. Have she done anything wrong to you, kid? It's
literally a girl. Girl. Yeah, you can do that.
Well, no, it's like this. It's a person who you've already said has not done anything to wrong you. You just simply won't go there because they're related. I mean, I guess maybe because they're twins, maybe they look the same.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm gonna say I don't think
they're in high school.
I don't think anyone's in the wrong here.
Okay.
I think it's just kind of an unfortunate situation. I think the kid has some stuff he needs to work through.
I don't think he's the asshole. I think he's I don't think the kid is the asshole.
No.
But I think the kid's being a baby.
He's being unreasonable, but he's
being a baby.
That's how it goes.
A little piss baby. All right, top comment. You're the asshole. You should be helping your son deal with this unresolved trauma he clearly has. So that's what you said. Not just telling him to get over it. Don't be surprised if he is reluctant to open up to you in the future. I also feel like Ryan may have been more a pain in the ass.
Ryan was definitely more. If the kid doesn't want to see someone related to Ryan, Ryan's definitely more than just a pain in the ass.
But also, he wrote, the guy who put the "you're the asshole" also replied to his own comment saying,
double comment?
Everyone's the asshole because he was tired of the replies. And he said, no, I don't think his behavior is good or acceptable. I think Op went about dealing with it completely wrong, which is what you said.
I feel you. I don't think he's being an asshole, though. I
think telling your kid to get over something...
I think it's sucks. It's just not a great situation for anybody. But
like, I do agree with you.
I think...
Sure, yes. I agree that there's probably a better way than just to say you're going. But also, like... if I was a dad and like my family was going on a picnic and one of my kids said, "No, I don't want to go," I said, "Okay, don't go."
Yeah,
like
it's different. You
don't even have to justify it. If you don't want to go on something, I'm not going to make you go because then you're going to resent me anytime. Like that's the same thing. Like I actually love going places with my parents now.
Yeah.
But like when I was a kid and my mom like made me go somewhere with them, I'd be like, dude, holy shit.
Well, I don't want to go. Yeah, that's people don't like being forced to do things. Actually, turns out.
Like if I was a parent, I would just be like, okay, you don't want to go, cool. We'll see you in an hour. Like every time my parents would like not force me to, like once I became like 16 or 17, my parents started to go like, oh yeah, you don't need to come. I'd go, oh awesome, I won't. And then like now as like an adult, I actually really enjoy going and like spending some time with my parents. And but like as soon as they're like, hey, you need to go to this thing, I'll be like, I actually would rather do anything else now than do that.
Well, people don't like being forced to do things, especially kids and with their parents. It's like
it's hard though because
for kids, like the parents are like the first sign of authority they have, and people like to challenge authority. That's what
also hard
people
though
do.
Because if you don't make your kids some stuff, you have to make your kids do. Mm-hmm. Like they just will not get it if you don't. Like there are certain things that you're just gonna have to brute force through.
Parenting is tough.
It sucks because some things need to be done, and then like that's going to cause trauma. Even if you were like the best parent every single way, but your kid like needed to do something because it's literally necessary for them to get the emotional and physical connections to the world to understand how to grow up and be a person who can do things. Mm-hmm. They have to do this thing. But if you soft parent them so hard, you don't have to do that. Then they become hyper babies who need everything done for them.
One of the biggest issues I think a lot of parents have is there's like it's hard to find a middle ground between being kind of like the authoritative parent and being like the friend parent, because you don't want to be the friend parent because then that's not helpful to your kid in being a parent. It's probably more fun for your kid.
I think you can become the friend parent once you're
when you're
once
older,
your kid has become like
an adult.
Not even an adult. I think you can become the friend parent at like as soon as your kid is like 15. I think you can become the friend parent. I think because at that point you need to start building positive adult relationships
to an extent.
Because there's a time to be an authoritative parent and to be like, I am your parent. You need to listen because I need to teach you these things. And then there's a time to be like, look at me as an adult, and this is how adults talk and act with each other. Mm-hmm. Which I think is incredibly important. That doesn't happen a lot because people are the authoritative parent until their kid moves out and they resent the shit out of them. Mm-hmm. And it's like now
retirement home for you.
Every basically every authoritative figure they're going to be exactly like combative against because they never learned how to have a conversation with an adult that was productive. Because yes, if you're the goofy kid parent for the entire time you're a parent, you're probably fucking your kid up. But if you're like
call out.
I'm just saying. I think if you're the goofy parent for the entire time, there's a time and a place to be the goofy kid parent, and I think it's when you become more of an adult, your kids should realize that adults don't have to be scary. We're taught stranger danger. We're taught like respect your elders. I think you really should just get to the point where talking to adults is the any kid can talk to any other kid for the most part, unless you're like hyper autistic or if like you're super traumatized or whatever. But like you could drop two kids off at a sandbox and they'll play.
Most of the time, yeah.
But you drop two adults in a room and they'll instantly pick up their phones and won't talk to each other.
Cringe adults, honestly.
Yeah, but it happens.
It does happen.
And maybe not, and especially...
I'm walking right over and I'm looking people right in the eyes and saying, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, but it happens worse, though, if you give two adults that are at different ages. Like, if you give it a 40-year-old and a 20-year-old,
there's a big difference between adults at a certain point.
Yeah, but it doesn't... I think that's because a lot of people don't know how to talk to adults.
People just don't like talking to each other, actually.
Yeah, well, I think people should talk to each other more, but also not to me. I think other people need to talk to people more. I don't, but other people need to talk to people more. Because I hate looking at phone robots in public. It makes me so cringed out. Like when people are just sitting there with their phones.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I hate it.
Not a big fan.
Well,
there's also a lot of there's a lot of divide in generations. Why it's harder for like a Gen Zer to talk to a boomer. There's a lot of difference in there, and there's a lot of stuff built up where they actually don't like each other just because of like social stigmas and stuff. Like kids these days, they don't even have to use the cotton gin.
And it's simply because kids don't spend enough, or different generations don't spend enough time together, which is good. Because I think you shouldn't just spend you don't want to be the kid raised by his grandparents. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be like, well, the actual. You don't want to be. that person. But at the same time, you don't want to
just. There's a lot of people that just avoid old people entirely,
which is not. I don't think that's
great
good
either.
either.
It's not helpful either.
So I think there's a lot of people our age. I mean, for a while, I was definitely like, holy shit, old people are just doing nothing productive. I don't feel that way anymore. I think there's actually a lot, and I'm talking like old. I'm not talking like 60s. I'm talking like 80s, 90s, like people that are literally at end of life, and I'm just like, why are you here? Like I was pretty, what's the word? Fucking, I didn't really respect people. Like, if you were that old, you can't even walk by yourself or poop by yourself, I was like, that's pretty rough. But there really is like a reason for, people don't just deserve to be thrown away just because they're old.
True.
It happens though.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think a lot of people our age will instantly write off an old person and say, I hate old people, I hate every old person.
Ryan.
Not just Orion.
I know, but specifically Orion does.
Like, a lot of people just hate old people. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of old people doing really bad stuff, like driving. They shouldn't be driving. There should be a cutoff age for driving. And things that take motor skills, yeah. But that doesn't mean, like, you should be, like, taking them off of everything.
The thing is,
there's an age limit to drive? 16. Yeah. There should be an age limit to stop driving.
The thing is, for taking away an old person's license like that can be very like demoralizing to them.
Yeah. But also
they're starting to get like, as you get older, your motor functions and your like physical abilities start to revert back to when you were a toddler. But your mind does too, to an extent. But like, you're still a person, and you're like, okay, well now people, I like having restrictions put on you because you're old will probably hurt your morale.
Yeah. A
lot.
Well, you got to find that happy medium, because if you have every old person who
you can't be having them do that,
or like driving, what do you do?
Yeah,
like what's the solution?
Push them over.
Okay,
and get back up.
All right. The second comment. We're going to the second comment.
Second comment
on this one.
Big comment.
Rebecca wasn't the bully. She has no guilt in her brother's behavior. Op's son needs to get back into therapy, not the asshole.
True.
Which is fair. That's kind of what I was saying.
I'm with that guy. Like, no one's the asshole. Yeah. It's just the kid needs some fucking work.
But it's the dad's the asshole, not for saying. I don't think the dad's the asshole for saying to suck it up. I think he's the asshole because he posted about it and didn't just like.
True, posting about it's kind of cringe.
Yeah, true. I think if you post on "Am I the asshole?" you are the asshole.
A lot of the time. If you needed the question, if you are the asshole, a lot of times you are.
Even if you're not, I think you become the asshole because you're posting it. Like, why are you posting that? Oh, I really need to get validation over this thing that happened in my.
No, people do. You need that Reddit karma.
Third comment.
Okay.
I don't agree. Rebecca should not be punished for Ryan. Son needs to mature. Again, similar to what I said, but
Rebecca's not being punished.
No, I think. Well, she's being punished by the son for
the son. I mean, the son's got his issues. Let him.
Right.
He doesn't have to have a relationship with Rebecca. He doesn't have to talk to her, I guess.
So what's your final thing?
I think nobody's the asshole.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody.
I think the dad is in the right to an extent.
I think, I mean, it's just kind of a muddy one where dad's not in the wrong.
I think the kid is also in high school, though.
Kid's in high school, yeah.
So if this kid was like 10 or 11, dad's definitely the asshole.
Oh, yeah.
100%. The kid's in high school, and he can't deal with seeing another human being, like, in public.
Yeah. There's trauma there. It's no good.
Yeah, I think you need to...
Get his ass to therapy.
Right, yeah. I agree. Okay, that one's... I'm reading through... Okay, this is a good one. I think this one is stupid, but
what's this one?
It's kind of long. Okay, it's good. It's good in the way that I want to know the answer.
I love answers.
So, am I the asshole for wanting my wife to stay up during a road trip and talk to me?
What? Okay, maybe.
I'm writing this now at the hotel where I am at because I'm genuinely at a loss of words. I don't think I'm in the wrong, but at the same time, she looks really pissed at me. This guy's like sitting on a chair.
I love these ones. It's like I know 100% I'm in the right, but my wife is so mad. I love those ones because they're typical man moment. I'm one like I didn't do anything wrong, but my wife is fuming. Women, am I right?
So delusional. Okay. My wife, me, and our... Okay, bad grammar. My wife, me, and our 2-year-old are going to our first family road trip to California. We rotate driving in shifts, but the problem is that when I was driving, my shift fell during the night, and so I was feeling really lonely and bored as I was driving. I'm not someone who can be left to his own thoughts very well, and I need people around me. I thrive on energy and excitement.
This person should not be at the wheel of a vehicle.
Should not be a father. I'm alone with the child, and the child's crying.
I need people around me. How long was it? Like fucking 5 minutes?
Rotate our driving in shifts. That's all he says. My shift fell during the night.
So at most, it's probably like 6 hours.
Yeah. He can't be...
Guy needs to get a fucking grip.
I'm really lonely and bored as I was driving. I'm not someone who can be left
Like,
to his own
what?
thoughts very well.
What?
Like, is he gonna... That's like the...
What's he gonna do?
Like, this is a great... Remember when I was talking to the car? This is a great place to end it all. And
Yeah.
you drive the car right into the pole. Like, game over. Like, that's what kind of thoughts? Like, his intrusive thoughts? Do it.
Dude.
Pull it to the left. Pull the wheel. All right. My wife is a bit of the opposite. She's generally fine with being left alone and can sit quietly for hours and hours upon end. Hours and hours.
Hours upon hours.
Yeah. No, hours and hours upon end.
Oh, hours and hours upon end?
Yeah.
Okay, true.
The problem is that around 11 p.m. I was driving and my wife and our son were in the back seat. I was feeling isolated. So I shook her awake. But then our son woke up and, well, you can probably guess what happens next. Once he quieted down, my wife began to quietly blow up at me about how much of a dick I was being. I told her that it wasn't fair for her to just sleep like that.
What?
And it made me feel like a driver.
You're driving!
What?
You're driving!
Made me feel like a driver. I think he's saying like he
Like a chauffeur.
A chauffeur.
Yeah.
Okay, but it made me feel like a driver. She then said that she doesn't force me to stay awake or engage with her, but I told her that's a cheap blow because we're not the same people, and I kept my mouth shut.
Okay, this guy's actually the biggest baby on the face of the fucking earth.
And I kept my mouth shut while she was driving because I know she doesn't like distractions, even though it bothered me terribly. So the least she could do is to stop being selfish and help me keep sane. It's not done, though.
Do they have music in the car? Just turn on the fucking radio.
Well, I'm guessing because it was late and the baby was sleeping, he didn't want to turn it on. But still, like,
oh, he didn't want to turn it on, so he's gonna fucking shake his wife awake. What?
There's the last part is gonna get you. Despite my perfectly logical answer,
okay, this guy's...
she apparently got emotional and then started whisper screaming some shit about how raising one toddler is hard enough, and that
she doesn't want to raise two.
That she didn't know there was another one in the car who needed his whims catered to at every moment.
No, honestly, fair. This guy sucks.
And at that point, since she got rude, I decided to disengage. Now our whole trip is falling apart, and she's making me out to be the bad guy.
You are. I mean, it's not that bad. You're just being a baby dick.
This is another one of those incredibly based fucking things where, can you imagine you're just in that situation and you're like,
what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
She started screaming some shit about how raising one toddler is hard.
Yeah,
That's
true. That's
so
big as hell.
funny.
I don't want to raise fucking two toddlers up in you.
So cringe, though. Can you imagine being a father? You just fathered a child.
You're fathering a child. You have to drive
Your
for like...
Your wife and baby, 2-year-old son, are in the backseat.
They're sleeping.
Oh, I'm alone.
You have to drive maybe...
I'm alone in the front seat. I'm feeling
you have to
like
drive
a driver.
like 6 hours in the car at most.
Holy shit.
By yourself without talking to them. They're still there. They're just behind you.
Oh my god, that is so fucking cringe.
That is so cringe. This guy is actually a little tiny baby boy.
Holy shit. This... Okay, so they're...
Dude, he better hope his fucking wife doesn't leave him.
The moderators have highlighted a comment. So you know that this comment is spicy. You're the asshole for several reasons. You 100%. Said, I was driving, my shift fell during the night, and so I was feeling really lonely and bored as I was driving. I'm not someone who can be left to his own thoughts very well.
That's
and
insane.
I need people around
speak.
me. I thrive on energy and excitement. Around 11 p.m., I was driving in my... Okay. Oh, that's the whole thing.
They just put the whole thing there.
What the... Oh, okay. So he's writing that he just... Basically, they said, you said, and then they proceed to mention the parts of the story.
Okay. Cool.
Hate to break this to you, but your wife isn't just an accessory to your life.
True.
She's a living, breathing being with her own needs and wants. You talk a lot about what you need. What about what your wife needs? True. You basically are so self-centered that you want your wife to stay awake while she drives during your driving shift, and take care of the baby while you are driving. You are also so selfish and self-centered that you didn't care that waking up your wife would disturb and awaken your son. You probably were happy the baby woke up since it brought some excitement and energy into the moment. And then the commenter says, you said, despite my perfectly logical answer, blah, blah, blah. So then when she calls you on your utter BS, then you pull the woman pull the woman are reacting emotionally as you're opposed to your BS. Your wife is correct in her assessment of your toddlerhood. If you don't change and step down off your high horse and start treating your wife and child with respect and not always putting yourself first, your next drive will probably be to the divorce attorney. Holy shit. And then the second top comment also highlighted, any guy who will describe himself as logical and his wife as emotional is in the same sentence is automatically an asshole. It's pretty logical that she would want to sleep after a full day of driving. It's pretty logical she wouldn't want you to wake up a screaming baby. And he was very, very emotional in waking her up just so that he could make him feel less lonely and bored.
But did you consider the fact that during her shift, he didn't even talk at all? Out of respect for her.
He's so fucking bad.
That guy is fucking stupid.
Oh, this guy is horrible. Generally, dudes who go right to the logical, emotional defense think they are smarter than their wives, and they are clearly always right because they are guided by clear masculine logic and their wives by hysterical feminine emotion.
That's awesome.
And they are always way more motivated by emotion and usually selfishness that they just refuse to see it.
Okay, this one's really funny.
Yeah.
But it's so clearly him.
Oh,
holy
so
shit.
horrible.
There's no way.
Oh.
What?
This summed it up perfectly. Dudes who go right to the logical, emotional defense.
Dude, this guy is the fucking average Redditor.
True. My wife, she's staring at me and she's so mad right now.
She won't even talk to me. I'm so lonely and bored.
She looks really pissed at me right now. What did I do?
What did I do? Oh, you're in the deep one again.
Yeah. Guys, I'm in the doghouse. I bet he goes to his friends.
Yeah.
That sow, she put me in that old ball and chain. She put me in the doghouse.
I wanted to talk to my wife, but she didn't want to talk to me. I'm in the doghouse again.
It was 3 a.m. and I was like, holy shit, I'm bored. And instead of crashing the car like a emotional woman would do, I just
the beginning of it is also like an insane person. I can't be left to my own devices.
Yeah, no, he's insane.
No, that person's crazy.
That's issues.
You can't just drive.
I don't even want to read any more of that because it's just so stupid. Like
there is no way that it could possibly ever turn around on the wife or the child is him.
How do you get 2 years into being a father to do that?
What, being a little baby man?
Yeah. Like how? Why? Okay. I mean, I guess that's why so many kids are messed up because they have little baby man fathers.
Yeah.
That
kid's fucked.
This actually is a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Orion's idea that he was talking about with the men need to be snipped at birth because it's a completely okay. You know this idea?
No.
Okay, so Orion, it's totally crackhead shit that Orion was saying, but I think it's really good and I think it's a good idea. I don't know all of the science around it, so I'm going to go with the assumptions of what Orion told me. And so
when you say snipped at birth, are we talking about castration?
No, vasectomy.
Yeah, so
basically. So here we go. So his idea is that men should be vasectomied at birth, so that because it's a reversible surgery.
Okay.
And so when you are like, because you can still have sex, you can still come.
Yeah. And
you can still have enjoyment of sex and do all this stuff, but I know you're not going to agree with this.
I'm probably not going to agree with this.
Until you are responsible enough and you're deemed responsible. Again, this is the part that's bad. It's like the Dan Don Arbiter thing. Like
you
who deems
earn
you
your
responsible.
right to.
When you can prove basically that like you have same thing, right? That it would kind of be similar to, if you were to have the responsibility to adopt a child. The same, you'd have to meet the same criteria, and once you meet that criteria, you could have your vasectomy reversed and then go have kids.
So that is one of those ideas that is nice in concept, but in practice could never ever work.
Right. But
never ever in a million years could that work.
But it would be awesome because we'd have so much less baby men.
Yeah, we would also have a more pure gene pool, as some would say.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It would not be awesome.
Because the thing is,
I still like the idea in concept.
The idea is it's an alright one in concept because there's definitely people who should not have kids.
Big Brother shit.
In practice, just simply cannot be done, and if it is, you are living in a dictatorship.
Yeah, I agree. But what's wrong with that?
Dictatorships are usually they are just built on oppression, and oppression is, in most people's eyes,
we're
bad.
Oppressing stupid dudes who have kids and then leave.
The thing is,
or baby men like this.
It's like the idea of justice has to be served by and like a unbiased party.
Correct. Yeah.
Because if it is by a biased party, justice can very quickly turn into injustice. So sure, you could use that to stop stupid people from having kids and ruining kids' lives, but it could also be stopped on people who don't deserve it.
Okay.
All the time, just like how innocent people go to jail, things like that. It's not. It could lead to just black people can't have kids. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're deemed not fit.
So in the same way that you're saying that we can't have someone make the decision that that we can snip everybody's.
There can't be someone deciding who's allowed and who's not allowed because it could very easily be corrupted.
So how come the government is doing that with abortions?
Because they suck.
Right. So I mean, I think
it's the same. They shouldn't.
Right. I don't think. I think there should be no limit on, or there should be no limit on the amount of abortions you can get. No, I think you should have. I just don't. There should always be pro-choice,
Yeah.
And I don't get this. There's the argument, right? If we brought up this same situation, right, and we said we're actually going to snip everybody's, we're gonna do a vasectomy to every man, and you go, well, that's not fair. Well, that's the same fucking reasoning that you could use to be like, okay, then why is it fair? Like, why is the government taking away abortions then? I feel like it's very similar.
Yeah. Along the same lines.
It's not the same thing,
no,
obviously. Because you have to choose to have sex to get pregnant. But also...
most of the time.
Well, I mean, you can get raped.
Yep.
No, sorry. I rescind that statement. You do not... Okay. We're done.
We're done? Okay, we're just done?
We're done with that. Next one. I actually didn't mean that. So we're going to go back. That's actually the whole reason why I'm pro-choice. Is because you can't choose... when to sometimes you literally cannot choose. That's like I mean, there's other reasons why I'm pro-choice, but a big one of is that you do not. Some women do not choose to have sex,
and sometimes you will die.
Like I think it's always a probability if you have unprotected sex to have a kid, but getting raped not cool.
Really, that's a controversial take, honestly.
I do not. I think rapists should be castrated. 100%.
Probably. Yeah.
I have actually no unwavering opinion about that. I think if you're a rapist, problem is false rape accusations.
I was about to say that.
False rape accusations could really fuck you up. But if you are like proven beyond the shadow of a doubt, you're a rapist, no balls. No balls.
Justice is really hard to dish out.
Yeah,
it turns out. Because you can take all the worst kinds of people in the world and they don't always receive punishment, and people who don't deserve it
I wish we had an all-knowing being.
Let's get Dan Don in on this.
An all-knowing being who could, who just judged right and wrong, and would know. A super unbiased, like a computer. But like a supercomputer.
Okay, so you're also thinking of literally like most dystopian movies. Actually, there's a lot of them. The supercomputer decides who lives and dies.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We should do that.
We should do that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I don't know. I'd do it. I would buy into it.
Yeah.
Just don't rape people.
Oh, really?
Like, what if we had the rape robot, right?
And Hold on. No. We gotta change that name.
Rape analytic robot.
Okay.
So it could analyze you and it just knows who raped you or whatever. And that's okay. Hypothetical. We are in the universe and the world where there is the rape analytical robot. We'll call it the RAR. And
the RAR XD.
It can scan you, and it can tell if you've been raped and by who.
Okay.
In that world, where everyone who was accused of rape had to go through that scenario, would you then castrate every rapist?
Is the robot flawless?
Flawless, yep.
Can't be manipulated by outside forces?
Well, I mean that's not fun. Like there has to be some evil genius who could tinker with it.
Well, there's going to be some kind of evil genius who can tinker with it.
I don't want to put that. I don't want to put that in the. I don't want to put that in the rules. I want that universe is no fun.
Well, okay, then don't put it in the rules. It's
okay. So no,
bases my opinion.
An evil genius could, hypothetically, the evil genius could take the robot and manipulate it.
You probably shouldn't castrate people.
But you don't know. You think it's flawless.
Yeah.
You've been told it's flawless.
I mean, the thing it's the same as like
maybe the guy who told you was the evil genius.
It's a tough situation where I think I don't like rapists. I'm gonna say it. I don't like rapists.
Yeah.
and they do deserve
I don't like rapists
the
either.
worst kind of punishments. But you can't give
rape worse than murder.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
There are situations
Murder,
in which
you don't have to.
There are situations where
remember.
murder can be justifiable. I don't think there's a situation where rape can be justifiable.
What if you're raping the rapist?
No,
Okay.
it's still bad.
Yeah, it was a question.
I don't, because there is situations where murder is, that's
self-defense.
Self-defense is
or killing a
fine.
dictator.
Yeah, it can be more justifiable and more good.
Killing the bully from down the street who keeps knocking.
Killing
over.
Ryan.
Ryan.
But there's
and
not
his sister Rebecca because he looks like her. Boom.
But rape can never be used for the forces of good, I feel. Okay.
Did you hear that sound?
Yeah, I did.
That was an awesome sound.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I don't think rape can be justified.
So yeah, rape's definitely worse.
Yeah, I think if you go to like a 1-for-1, like the worst case scenario in both of them, or it depends. I think torturous murder is pretty fucked up though. Problem is, I think
It's not great.
rape has lasting psychological damage.
It does. Murder does on everyone though.
Yeah,
Else.
but not on the person who died.
No, they're dead.
Like the victim in a murder is dead.
Yep.
Like their families. But the thing is, a rape victim's families are also affected.
Yeah, I don't think they're affected as deeply as a murder victim's
That's
families.
true. So that it comes down to what do we think is more important, the actual victim's feelings or how many people does it affect feelings?
I don't know.
To see which one's worse.
I'm not the decider of that.
Because I'm just saying right now in our judicial system, rape does not put you away for life.
Nope.
But murder does.
Puts you away for like a day.
That's not true.
You're like, you're in timeout, Buster.
It's definitely not a day. But I think it, like...
Yeah, sometimes it's never.
I think it should be the same. Or worse. I think if you're either... death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
But again, problem with rape, if you death penalty rape, what if you're falsely accused?
Yeah,
you can be falsely accused of murder.
The death penalty is tough because it's... The thing about the death penalty, I don't think I'm for it. Because
I think overall it probably has killed more bad guys than good guys.
That is true, but part of it is just
what's the ratio though?
I don't know.
Well, that's what I want.
I have no idea.
If I could see the stats, like the KD ratio of good versus bad.
I think I don't know if this is still true, but I think having people in death row is more expensive than not.
I don't care about. Why do you care about that?
It's just it's a factor.
Okay, sure.
But just part of it is the reason why we have the death penalty in certain areas and
do we
why
still
people
have it?
Some places do.
I remember in middle school I had to do a project about it, but I don't remember.
It is not. I don't think it's widely used around the
Death
country anymore, but
penalty
some states definitely still have the death
Yep,
penalty.
there's only 10.
Only 10 left.
Florida, which is good because there's plenty of Florida people that need to go. Alabama, Kentucky, South Carolina, Virginia, Indiana, Arkansas, Utah, California. Holy shit, California. That's progressive. Tennessee and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
So most of them are just like bumfuck nowhere states, and then there's California and Florida, and Alabama, I guess.
I
mean, that's kind of more not a bumfuck nowhere. That's a sister fuck nowhere.
True. The thing about the death penalty is it satisfies a very primal urge of justice and revenge, which are actually bad.
Yeah, but also wouldn't you rather just stop the? Okay, put a pin in that.
Put a pin in that.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
The early seasons, it's funny because New York had the death penalty when the show first started airing.
Yep.
And so in all of the scenes, they're like, hey, you better tell us where the other bodies are. You're getting the courts make deals with prisoners. All 100%. The time. And before they used to be it was so much easier because you could be oh. This is why law enforcement in New York was actually why would you get rid of the death penalty? We'll never catch anyone ever again, you know?
They're also just bad at doing that.
Correct. But what happened, people would be like, we're going to stick the needle in your arm or you're going to tell us this thing.
Yep.
And it was like a threat.
Yeah.
Which works on some people.
It does work. It does work.
That could have also just been TV show drama.
Those TV shows are bad for the American population.
Yeah, for sure. But for the most part,
white women have been destroyed.
Happened. That definitely happened.
Yeah.
There was definitely deals made that said we're going to kill you unless you do this.
100%.
And so I think, in the show, right, it gets to 2008 or whatever, or whenever they got rid of the death penalty, maybe it was 2003 in New York, and a lot of the episodes where they used to be the interrogation scenes used to really be. Their interrogations are a lot better because they can't just say, "Hey, we're gonna kill you if you don't." But the thing is, for efficiency, I feel like it's way better to just be we're we're gonna kill you if you don't do this.
Yeah, I know it's a tough topic because killing people feels good when it's just when it's justifiable. Like this person, deserves death. They've done horrible things. You think they should be destroyed.
Yep.
A lot of people think that. That's
like
why lynch mobs. What? Yeah, that's why lynch mobs form up and like they do it. They're like, oh, the police won't handle this. We'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And then that's how innocent people get killed.
You're gonna be found as a hero. Like even if you go to jail, if you were the guy that like, there's this. Sorry to interrupt again. There's another big thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's this guy who was like in jail for life because he like murdered somebody or something.
Yeah.
And then his cellmate was a pedophile who raped like super young children,
mm-hmm.
and he like murdered the other guy, murdered the shit out of him, like because the guy wouldn't stop talking about all the kids he was raping or whatever.
Yeah.
So the guy murdered him, and like people on social media were like hailing him as a hero and that he should get his life sentence taken out and stuff like that. It's like no,
he should not.
He's still a murderer. He still killed someone.
And he killed another person, even though the person's not good.
Right. So
but there's no like, oh, you get bonus points for killing a bad guy.
Right.
It's like
it doesn't cancel out.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it feels good to kill someone justifiable. Even that is like,
if you can justify murder, it feels way better to do.
Right. But so do you think the guy in jail should? Because normally, if you kill another person, you're going to get another life sentence.
Yeah.
Should the guy get another life
100%.
sentence? You're right. Even though it was justifiable.
Yeah. Even though it's just you can justify it, sure, but like there's two big differences. The law is different than morality. Those two things are different.
No, I agree.
But law, he's getting another life sentence, and you shouldn't encourage prisoners to kill each other.
People do though. People like that's a huge thing in social media. Like they'll literally send letters to prisoners like, you should kill every pedophile in there and stuff like that. Like grieving parents, obviously, or like I could see like if I was a parent and my kid got raped or someone, I'd probably want to kill the guy.
Oh, 100%. I
probably
that's just
knocking
like,
on wood, but I probably would if I knew who it was.
I wouldn't blame someone for like say you're a dad and your daughter gets murdered, going to seek revenge and murdering the person who killed your daughter. Sure, I can understand that.
Yeah, but
you still shouldn't do it,
and you should still get punished for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of times where I definitely think yes, you should still get punished for it. There's some that are so bad though, like, well, because the thing is, right? If the dad had killed him. Like, let's say the dad had walked in on the guy murdering his daughter and then killed him. It would not have counted as murder. It would have counted as self-defense.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's probably fine. Like,
right, so
legally, it's So and morality, I think it's in the moment.
Right.
If you seek out to do it later.
Revenge, and that's what
seeking revenge is what makes it bad.
Crime, I see.
I don't know if it legally makes it bad.
Right. Okay. Because
stuff like that should be
your own
revenge through the justice system should be left to a higher power, which unfortunately for us is the U.S. government.
Yeah,
which sucks.
Yeah. That's also cringe. How do you run a law and order business? That's basically what it is, a law and order business.
Yeah.
How do you run that if you're in a capitalistic society?
You get you know
like you can just pay off like bail? Cringe. Bail is cringe. You did something really bad. Pay $1 million and you can get out.
Yeah. No. Our justice system sucks really bad and terrible, and our government also sucks really bad, terrible.
Have you ever seen those like really sad TikToks of like the dads who have to they post their TikToks on court to get? It's almost like people posting like the "Am I the asshole?"
Yeah.
But they post like TikToks of them battling in court because they have like this laundry list of everything they've done right to be a good father.
Yeah.
And they still have like zero, and like they're in court battling with this laundry list, and then they have like obviously the guy's probably not perfect, but dudes get totally fucked in court. Like,
what are you talking about? For what?
For anything.
Just for anything?
Yeah, dudes like anything that's him versus her.
Yeah.
Dudes get fucked in court.
True.
Like child visitation. The dude, like in this specific video, the guy was like fighting for custody of his kids, right? Because he's like a lot of stuff was like his wife is a heroin addict. Like she leaves the kid at daycare for days on end.
Are you calling out right now? Am I being called out?
Were you left at daycare for days on end?
But
just because I said mom does heroin. No,
well, and it's a custody battle. My parents said that.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the TikTok I said. And he was like going through all this shit that she's done, and he's like, yeah, her she has a domestic abuse charge against her other boyfriend, and like he's like, I work a 9 to 5.
Do you know what state it was? Because the state is very big.
Yeah. But he's like I make $100,000 a year. I pay child support. Like I have never missed a court date. It's like she's missing this court date actively right now. Yeah. And the judge is like, yeah, but get fucked. Basically, at the
No,
end.
yeah, they do that, and especially in southern states and a lot of
because the child needs his mother.
Yep, that's
so
that is
cringe.
the thing.
A lot of people should not be near their mothers.
That's true. When my mom was going through a lot of her issues, and my dad had to get custody of me and my brother, it was I don't know if he had that. I wasn't involved in it. I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I was busy.
I was busy not being there.
Yeah, but I don't know if he had a tough. He had a tougher time just because he was a guy trying to get custody of his kids from a woman, and just how
we also live in a blue state, though. So.
Yeah, that's true. It was easier up here than it is anywhere else, or like other places. You can go down south and fucking have fun doing that in Texas.
True.
You ain't seen your kids ever again, buddy.
I think that's a good topic to talk about. Actually, is the like, does a child always need its mother more than its father? Or,
No.
Which one has a more positive effect over? Is it gender based? Like, does a girl need her mother more than she needs her father? Or does a boy need their father more than they need their mother? Or is it not? Is it just based off what kind of person those people are?
I really think
I'm actually asking this question to you. I think this you have a good.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to answer from not me.
Well, maybe you were answering from like I want your personal opinion, not like.
I think that.
Yeah.
It's the character of the person matters more than the gender of the person.
Right, but I don't think that's how it's ruled right
but
now.
It isn't gender and like father, like the relationship between like a father and his daughter and mother and their daughter or whatever is definitely different. There is differences and there's positives and negatives to each. I don't know what they are.
But also we have the internet.
True.
So anything that you like don't want to like send them a link through their email.
Yeah, but I think it matters more.
I don't know how to talk to you about your tampons and your period. So here's a link to a YouTube video. It's like a WikiLeaks or not WikiHow, like
WikiLeaks. Tampons just discovered. WikiLeaks.
It's a WikiHow fucking link, and it's just like those like cringe like green board images that are like step 1. You know, and then they do it.
I think it matters more the character of the person than their gender, really.
No, I agree. I think that's. But then, who's the arbiter of character?
It's supposed to be the court system.
I know,
but they're bad at it.
So bad.
They're really bad at it.
Yeah, I feel deeply. Like, I see so much sad shit about people that just like, I've never ever gotten to like Sky does Minecraft.
Yeah.
So a bunch of people, you know, the reason why he like went off the deep end was because he lost custody to his son or whatever, and like even though he's like. Obviously had way better assets to take care of it. Like he's also crazy because he's Sky does Minecraft.
Yeah,
but,
I would be insane if
dude literally made a diss track about his wife.
And my wife with a diss track.
Like that's a little bit. See, at that point, kind of mentally insane. You go, oh, now I see. This is why you can't see your kid. You made a diss track about your wife. And
that's
then,
insane.
He like changed into like a different like persona or whatever. He went from Sky Does Night to like Net Nobody, and then he made a diss track about his wife with KSI.
Ooh,
yeah, really weird. Or maybe
weird.
it was a diss track about KSI, and then KSI
with his wife.
No, and KSI and his wife responded.
What?
Yeah, so weird. KSI, I don't like KSI either. I don't like Logan Paul, KSI, any of them.
Really, that's kind of controversial. Most people probably wouldn't agree with you on that one.
I do really like that guy that Will was showing us the other day, or Will was showing me.
Sam
Hyde.
You
know who that is?
I do know who Sam Hyde is.
He's funny.
He is funny.
He's like he
can be cringe at times. But,
yeah, agreed. But I was watching the video of him trolling Idubbz.
Yeah.
Because Idubbz thinks he's crazy. You know, Idubbz is like the whole content cop, and he switched over from content cop to going into like documentary mode, where he goes and like tries to control.
Well, Idubbz
make them look autistic. And
with
stuff.
Idubbz, I think he recently did an apology about it, but it was his he doesn't really connect with his old stuff anymore because he's a different person now.
Yeah, because now he dates a girl who likes he's Cuckdubs or whatever, right? Isn't he? And his girlfriend
people have said that. And her girlfriend does OnlyFans, I think.
Yeah, I mean he does OnlyFans, but also like I'm pretty sure there was something that came out that he was literally like a cuck.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that'll change you.
Yeah.
You become a shell of a man.
Yeah, you don't say the N-word constantly anymore.
Yeah, but that was also funny.
A lot of the fans.
It's way more funny because of how outrageous it was. Like him now is not as funny.
No, he's not as funny, I would say, but I mean, he's definitely a better person.
I don't know if that's true.
I know. I used to watch Idubbz a lot, and I was with those in that crowd of honestly. when I was growing up, in high school and watching a lot of YouTube, I could have very much gone down the right wing, like alt-right fucking rabbit hole. I almost did by watching a lot of those YouTubers that are like, those fucking. Is
Idubbz alt-right?
No, but
I was like, what?
I
didn't think so.
His old content is like a gateway to that because it's just racist and has a lot of. It's very just like controversial and edgy, and a lot of that leads down that.
I don't know if
path.
it's...
No, it does.
Is it racist? I don't think he's that racist. I think he...
Saying the N-word is racist, actually.
Yeah, okay. But his...
a lot of the things he would say would also be...
True, he does say he's had part of shit, but he did an entire episode about why he says the N-word. Yeah. And it's because... And I agree, to an extent, again, I think he went over the line with the N-word. Mm-hmm. But with every other... Like, the reason the N-word in America is so big is because of historical importance and stuff like that. But his argument is that if why is there bad words? Like, if it's the fact that the words offend you are what are bad. It's not that the word itself is bad.
Yeah, that is.
So like the fact is, and some people will say, and that I think that has also led to like the censorship of all bad words has also led to a lot of cringe media and a lot of cringe people in life. I think the fact that every bad word is you can't even say it without being lambasted. Not saying that you should go around and say the N-word just to everybody you like. I don't think you should do that. I think somebody obviously making a joke though shouldn't be like lambasted and instantly sent to canceled hell. I don't think that's good for people either.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of things, saying the N-word isn't that bad. I feel, but still. It's
like people literally lose their entire entire future because someone went 7 years back and saw you say the N-word.
Yeah, no, that's I don't like that. That's lame. But.
Like, just because you and like some of them are like people saying it in song. I'm not defending people who say the N-word because I don't.
It should definitely be frowned upon.
I don't think you should say it because some people just say it because they think it's funny.
Yeah,
and that leads to people saying it in a real context.
Yeah, no, it does.
Like if you're singing a song, yeah. Again, if there's people. If there's people that say if it's in a song, you can't say it. And I for a while, I definitely would sing it in a song because that was maybe when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. Then it came out that, you're not allowed to say it if it's in a song. Okay. So that's fine, I guess. But then like, for a long time, that wasn't a problem. Like people would just say it, like at least.
I mean, yeah, cultures and attitudes change over time.
Right.
A lot.
So then, but the thing is, people are getting canceled from singing singing a song with the N-word in it from
going back on people's stuff and canceling them is stupid.
Yeah, no,
Idubbz with Idubbz, there's both sides hate him. Like his old fans hate him because he doesn't say the N-word anymore, and then there's new people. I didn't
know there was this much.
No, stuff about Idubbz. There's a lot of stuff around Idubbz, especially recently.
Like I always thought people just didn't like Idubbz.
With Sam Hyde specifically, there was a whole thing with him and he does like the boxing matches at Creator Clash. And,
I thought that was really good.
Sam Hyde, I think, got kicked out of it because Sam Hyde was being a dick. I think it was
Sam Hyde is a dick.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know if it was Sam Hyde. I think it was, and there was somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know 100%. I'm not that knowledgeable in it. I don't care.
Sam Hyde is a dick. So.
Oh yeah, and he was being an asshole about it and like just. Like mocking Idubbz and his girlfriend, I think, a lot, and he just
don't like Idubbz now is because of his cuck.
He just didn't want that kind of environment at Creator Clash, and I think people didn't like it. But a lot of there's the hyper woke people that hate Idubbz because they don't want him to change. They hate change. Mm-hmm. If people change, you've ever done a bad thing in your past ever, you're a bad person and always will be, and that's no good.
I agree.
Those people suck too. But then there's the people I was talking about with the I would watch a lot of Idubbz stuff. The YouTube algorithm is actually terrible, and will send you down a rabbit hole of racism and misogyny very easily.
Keywords.
Yeah.
Put those as the keywords for this podcast.
Racism and misogyny. Those are my favorite ones.
See where we get who we get coming on the podcast.
So I almost went down that rabbit hole when I was watching a lot of those the fucking the feminists get wrecked videos. I would watch a lot of those.
I mean, I definitely wasn't listening to Idubbz content going, oh, I'm now feeling really racist and homophobic.
No, it doesn't.
I was listening to Idubbz content going, haha, that guy got wrecked because he's really cringe on the internet.
Yeah, of course it doesn't make everyone racist instantly by hearing it, but it does. It leads.
This is the first I'm hearing that there's this big right-wing thing about Idubbz. The only thing I knew people didn't like about Idubbz was that his girlfriend was an OnlyFans creator who made videos with other dudes. Which I mean,
Idubbz is not right wing.
Like, porn stars also deserve love
Yep.
and deserve to be in healthy relationships.
Yep.
It's just really hard. Like
me too.
For me,
I'm really hard.
I know you are. For me, it's very hard for me to like ever think of even considering dating a porn star or dating anyone that has sex with other people for money. I'm also very monogamy, and like there's obviously people who aren't that way. Yeah. But I can't even picture it. Like I can't even like I would never even have the. I can picture it. It wouldn't be good. Yeah. I wouldn't want to do it.
I think that's fine to have that mindset, but I don't think making fun of or like calling out other. I don't think other people should be ashamed of being in a relationship like that.
No, I mean that's sure, but I can understand why people aren't going to watch your content anymore if they don't subscribe. Like that's the same thing as like if I really like a content creator and then they become like. You know, they become a Nazi. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but in the same regard is like if you have a total personality change, then your content's obviously going to be different. And I'm not going to lie.
I mean, your girlfriend doing porn doesn't actually affect your content that much. Turns out
it does if he definitely had a personality change from it.
Yeah, the way he presented himself definitely changed a lot. Right. I think for the better.
That's fair. I like I said, I don't have any problem with his new or old stuff. Specifically, I like his new stuff with Sam Hyde. I thought it was really funny. Yeah. Or I like the prank that Sam Hyde pulled on him in his new stuff. Like the thing is, Idubbz is still really manipulative in those things. It's just in a different way. Like instead of being a racist, now he just like is. I mean, to be fair, he made Full Force, which just paints Airsoft Fatty, who is clearly autistic and fat, as autistic and fat, but to the most extreme in both ways. So it's not like he's like a better person. He's just more PC about it.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh, instead of saying the N-word and saying the R-word, saying the N-word, I'm just gonna now make everybody think this is exactly what they are. Like he personifies people's flaws to the maximum. Same thing with what he was trying to do to Sam Hyde, and Sam Hyde knew he was gonna do that, so he played the prank on him. Like I don't know if you've seen the video.
I haven't.
So Idubbz wants to do an interview with Sam Hyde because he's like, this guy's insane and crazy, and he must be disgusting and live in a disgusting place and be around the worst people. And so Sam Hyde knows that he's going to go into that with this, with this mindset. Yeah. So he hires a woman to shave her head really badly and to like act like she's on drugs.
I think I've heard about this a little bit.
And pretend to be his girlfriend, and he like rents out like a shitty office and like destroys it. And it makes it look like trash, a bunch of garbage, and like a bunch of his friends like look disgusting, and they're like, all like he like hires some actors that are like big fat dudes and like super sweaty and like fucking cheese, like nacho cheese on the walls and shit. Yeah. And Idubbz walks in, and he's like, "This is exactly what I figured it would look like." And Sam's like, "What do you mean?" And like, there's like a lot because it's a documentary. There's like a lot of like candid clips, that he goes around, and Idubbz is like freaking out because he's like looking at the girl is like doing drugs and like it's fake, but she's like doing drugs in the corner and like being really weird. Like you got to watch the video.
I might at some point.
She's like reaching into his pockets and like asking him for money and stuff. But like she's a really good actor. She does really well. And so during the interview with Sam Hyde, he goes, I mean I just really want to talk about Danny, who's like the girl. And Sam's like, well, what about her? And again, Sam Hyde is pranking Idubbz so good because he knows that Idubbz already thinks he's insane.
Sam Hyde is insane, but he is funny.
Right, but he's also really self-aware.
Sometimes he's stupid.
So Idubbz goes like, was she always on drugs, or did like you make her that way? And he's like, what would you rather me do? Like kick her out on the street and have her get drugs somewhere else and die? Like commit suicide because she doesn't have her drugs?
Yes.
And Idubbz is like, well, I didn't say that, but like maybe you're enabling it. And he's like, dude, well, maybe I also paid her $500 and told her to like shave her head, and she's not really my girlfriend. She's just an actor and a tattoo artist I know. And like Idubbz's face goes instantly like he's getting pranked bad. Yeah. And then like at the end of like the clip, he's like, also, this is not my fucking office. Like, you think he's like, I'm a literal millionaire.
No, there's no way.
He's like, do you think I live here?
He makes a lot of money.
He's like, you think I live in this office with like shit all over the walls and food everywhere? He's like, how crazy do you think I am? And I just like, dude, I don't know. Like, it's like one of the like the thing is, Idubbz is that guy for me anyway. When I watched him, he was the guy who was like, I'm gonna prank you, not prank, but like, I'm gonna get you so bad, it's basically like getting pranked. And to see him get absolutely destroyed by Sam Hyde, I didn't know who Sam Hyde was before. I know he was the internet scapegoat. Like I knew like Guantanamo Bay, Sam Hyde, Panama Canal, Sam Hyde. You know, moon landing, Sam Hyde. You know, I know he's that like that fake internet scapegoat that if something's wrong, it's obviously Sam Hyde. But I didn't know that he was like funny.
He can be funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's not funny. He's just really cringe.
I don't know it.
Crazy.
I don't know if he. I'm not going to endorse him because I don't know if he's.
No, don't endorse him.
Really fucking
Do
bad.
not endorse
I just thought
this
that
man.
video particularly was really funny and it was good. But all right, this was a great conversation we had. I think we should definitely get into the law a little bit more in the next episode and talk more about that. But we're running out of time. We're at an hour and 9 minutes.
Hour and 9 minutes.
So this definitely we're getting longer.
I'm always getting longer, if you know what I mean.
You're not. You're actually staying the same.
How would you know?
Because you have a
How would you know?
micro penis.
How would you know? How would you know?
I actually don't know.
How would you know?
I don't know. I just know I haven't seen the bulge.
It's not there.
Yeah, I know.
Were you looking for it?
No,
you
I'm not.
You on the lookout?
I'm not on the
Oh, you got a
lookout.
bulge today? Wait, where'd that bulge at, though?
All right, guys. We'll see you at the end of.
See you at the end of the road.
We'll see you at the end of the road. When my mind is playing tricks on me because I'm alone for
When my mind plays tricks on me, I'll see you at the end of the road.
All right, guys. See you later. Bye.